All right, all right. How you doing, Coach?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Back in the job, back in the field.
Yes, yes. So, man, like I said, the whole show, Elite Culture, really is just about wanting to give maybe up and coming athletes, coaches, a platform not only to understand the job or our industry. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you have some people that wants to come over and play on teams like yours and things like that, but not understanding maybe what it is a coach like yourself or coaches are looking for. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And so that's just some of the things that I would love to talk to you about because of our relationship going back to China and things like that. And even for you to just share with the viewers about your career, your goals, and things like that. So that's basically what we want to talk about today. You
yeah.
know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, understand.
So I guess first of all, let's talk. Like, of course, I know you, because of our relationship from China, if we're playing against each other. And I had to tell you, coach, I'm still determined one day to beat you. I haven't beat you. You're the only coach I have to say on the record right now
I
that I
wish you luck.
haven't.
I wish you luck, but I hope you will not.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I came close, but I have to admit it and say I think you didn't play probably like at least 4 or 5 times, and I haven't beaten you yet. So I have to go back to the lab and then figure it out. But definitely, I would like to just hear a little bit more about your background and even where you're at now, because I know when I met you, you were I think in Division 2. Are you in Division 1 now? So I guess just give us a little background about
Yeah. So right now I'm working in Division 1 in the strongest league of Lithuania, but I'm now like assistant and as well taking part like main scouting job. About opponents, about
it. Okay.
players, about teams, and etc. Yeah, and when we met, so I was coaching in second division. I was head coach, and you know more or less that
Yes.
small story. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, so right now I'm
So
first
what
division. Yeah,
first division? And I know with the pandemic going on right now, are y'all gonna end season or what's happening? I know, of course, over here with like say the NBA, we have the bubble. Certain states in the U.S. We are having games. Of course, in Washington State, where I'm at, where the gyms aren't open in the sense like that to have games. But how are things in Lithuania?
in fact, right now it's normalized. We had like usual preseason, like full August, and then the end of this week on Sunday we are starting our official season. So hopefully
Oh, okay.
we will start without many problems. For sure, in the gyms there will be some rules that you have to wear a mask, you have to have social distance. Like not the full crowd, not full gym, but with a place like 1 meter between each other and so on. But yeah, we are thinking to start, and we will start for sure. And as well, on October end, we have to start one international tournament. Our team is playing in an Euro Cup. It's like
Okay.
it's like second league of Europe. First one is EuroLeague, that the main and the best teams are playing, like Žalgiris from Lithuania, and then it's Euro Cup, and we are attending that Euro Cup. So as well, we are planning that it will start, but nobody knows. Every week it's something changing, and day by day you are waiting news. So,
Okay.
but our government and our league, like Lithuanian league, they said that in any way we will have our league, maybe with some like bubbles or something like that, or we will following our shadow, but in one or another way it will happen.
Okay, okay, that's definitely good news. At least there is basketball that's going to be played. I know, of course, out here we're still trying to figure it out a little bit more. especially at the lower levels, of course. The top levels, they got to figure it out, in a sense. But the lower levels, we're trying to figure out the safest way around the guidelines to still have basketball happen. So what are some of the, I guess, I know we talked about your goals as a coach. And so looking at where you come from Division II, now, assistant in Division One, are you still like sort of on track with your goals that you want to do? Because I know one of the things is hopefully one day, and I would love to definitely have you out here in the U.S., but, just really sort of some of your goals for us for coaching.
Yeah, my goals are not changing. And as I told you, when we met, when I was, how to say, in the beginning of everything, of the beginning of my career.
Yes.
So I still dream about NCAA and then for sure Division One. But as you told and other coaches told, that in fact it's even easier probably to get to NBA than to NCAA. So it's
yes.
long
So,
road.
yes, no.
Yeah. I'm on the long road, but yeah, I've as well, like during my young career, like, okay, if you see at my passport, I am young, for sure I'm young, and I'm happy about that.
Yes.
Yeah, but I started pretty early. So in that, like 11, 12 years of coaching, I passed almost like from the kids to the pros level. Even I coach women's team. So I have some part of the experience, like students league, students teams, pro leagues, and so on, so on. So now I'm in the first division assistant coach, and I knew that I have to stay at least 1-2 years, how to say, to understand the league, to understand players level, because our first division is strong league. And like strong foreigners, we are attending in Europe tournaments. So my all minds getting wide, and I see more. And right now I'm assistant of Serbian coach. Our team head coach is Serbian. He's from Serbia, a very great guy, and really huge value for me to stay with him, to see what he does, and then to put small things what I need to my philosophy, and step by step I'm growing, showing, and hopefully one day I will come and nobody will stop, even Corona or other mess what's happening, So that's how.
So what are some of the differences, right? I know definitely players or talent-wise from Division II to Division One. What are some of the things that you have, I guess, noticed and learned between the two divisions?
It's how to say. First, it was for sure physicality. It's speeds. It's basketball IQ, reading situation. Because at the beginning, I didn't think that it's that huge difference between second division and first division. But when I came, I saw that it's totally different speed about on the game situations. On the second, how we receive information, how we read, when to pass, when to shoot. How big efforts they put on the practice and everything. It was like I didn't expect that much. For sure, in second division we had as well like some players that are trying to reach first division, and you see that we are step by step we are growing and moving, and then we are happy about that as well. Like this year we took one player from my former team from second division, so it means that you can grow up, you can see and you can reach that. But mainly it's physicality, basketball IQ, personalities. This is
okay. So I remember a conversation that we had when we was in China, and I held on to it. It was a great tip that you gave me. I had asked you about what was the difference, especially with American players coming over and playing. And one of the things you was talking about, just the whole idea of being individuals, or more not really playing within the system. We're just all like one-on-one type players.
Yeah.
And so just want you to sort of speak on that, because there's going to be, of course, players that are foreign players from America wanting to come over. And for whatever reason, they feel like they need to put up 30, 40 points. They need to be the star of the team, you know, and that's not the case. Just from me coaching against you and other countries overseas, just understanding the system in which you all run. And so if you can speak on that, that'd be great as well.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I can't say that player with huge, big individualities, you know, if he arrives and he scores 40 points and team wins, okay, give me LeBron, give me Luka Doncic, and no problem. I can play with them, and I would be happy having them, you know. But yes, in Europe, coaches likes more systems, more teams, you know, you involve teammates. Like you can score like 10 points, 6 points, but if you create situations for your teammates, if you open them, if you can on the ball pick situations, you can pass ball, you know. If even on the fast breaks, if you have possibility to make a pass, not only finish by yourself, it will be like a very big bonus for you, you know. And then and as well, what we really are looking, especially for foreigners, you know, from US are coming, that we know that we are athletic, we are good like individuals, we play one good, but what we are missing as well, like defense systems, you know. It's not only man-on-man defense, but it's as well like team defense, understanding of where you have to be on the one situation, another situation, you know, boxing out is like that. But we know that physically they are strong, but it's not enough. You know, we have to push ourselves, not to know that I'm good in the offense. You know, I can penetrate, I can shoot off the step back, but as well I have to box out, I have to punish, you know, be tough, be strong, you know, on both sides on the court, you know, like in the paint, out of the paint, in the defense, in the offense, you know, both sides. But yeah, it's very important. It's reading, you know, and involving teammates, and I always follow like players, like not only about the points, you know. On the highlights you can send me, okay, you score every attack, you get 20, 30 points, okay, I won't say that you will be bad. Maybe you are good as well, you know.
Right.
But as well, what I'm missing, especially when we're sending highlights, is how we defend, how many efforts they put on that, you know. And many other things. We are talking, you know, about game situations, but as well as personality and their mentality. What are inside them, you know, when I was searching players for my team, like when I was main head coach of second division team, I was like getting information from their coaches, their teammates. Like I wanted to know what kind of person he is, you know. Even I was trying, even now when we are searching for the first division team foreigners as well, I'm trying to find teammates that maybe we were not very satisfied about that player, but I want still to know not only good things, you know. He was great teammate, good, you know, in the room, and that's it. It's kind of, I don't want to say bad words, you know, but it can be that everyone agree with that one person, you know. There are many situations we are all persons, and then this is very important for me as well. I'm contacting them, these players, and I'm having like personal talk with them, and after that you invite them to arrive. It's very good if you have tryout possibility, but usually, you know, you sign before they arrive, and you want to leave as less questions as it's possible, for not having cut during the season, because for me it's team chemistry is very important. It's number one, it's chemistry. Because I think passion, chemistry can put the team in an other level, and other things you can build, you can collect, you know.
Definitely agree. And I know that's in my career in coaching, and just with the whole traveling overseas, that's been one of the things that I've noticed when I go over there. And I try to explain to the players, it's not just what you do on the court, but it's you as a person, as an individual, you know, your character, you know, when it's all said and done. And so that's I think it's key for players to understand. Also, not only just their attitude and how they carry themselves, but also I noticed one of the things that everybody want to get the major contracts. You know what I mean? Everybody want to get all treated a certain kind of way, and not understanding being able to just take advantage of the opportunity and work your way up the ladder. You know, that's something that I try to tell players. That's what I recommend. If you don't have this big name or whatever it is if you can have the opportunity to at least get your foot in the door and show yourself and begin to prove why maybe, you know, somebody want to offer you more, you know, money down the road. So,
yeah, definitely, yes. And then I remember one good thought, you know, it's as well for players, for coaches. If you know Coach Ettore Messina, he's very famous Europe coach. He was in the NBA, and then now he's coaching one EuroLeague team. Yeah, and it was interview with him, and he told, you know, there are many good coaches, like many coaches that can become like stars and leaders and everything, but they just didn't get a chance. And maybe they were just even better than Ettore is, but one day he got the chance and he kept that chance, and he didn't let it go, you know, and he was following it. And as you told me, yeah, you when you get chance, you have to put everything, your attitude, your passion, and when you reach something, you know. But if you get chance, and then as you told, and as he said, not all of us getting this chance, you know. So same do I, you know, I get chance and I'm trying not to blow it, but from that chance to grow it something.
Yes, no, that's you know, the same thing is my same mindset is if I have an opportunity, I want to make the best of that opportunity and making the best. Hopefully that allow more doors to open. But if not, then, you know, continue, be content and give it all you have. You know what I mean? No matter what. And I think that's the key to just to life, not just to, you know, basketball is just like, you know, this is what life is all about. So, man, I'm hoping once things sort of, like you said, once things clear up, we're going to have to set up another time, you know, for me and you to coach against each other and all of those good things. You know, I know you're learning, you had a division, you know, Division One, and that's real cool to be able to get the guidance and just the wisdom of the game, just being able to learn. You know, that's, I think, one of the things that I love about our relationship and just having relationships with coaches like yourself is being in America, being able to learn. You know, I think that's the biggest thing is to learn the game. So is there anything outside of you coaching, are you, as far as you personally, that you work on or that you have that you're pursuing outside of coaching basketball?
If you understood well, or maybe you can repeat questions.
Yes.
I'm still thinking about several nights, you know.
Okay, so basically, we understand, you know, basketball, that's, you know, your job and the passion, something that you love. So outside of you coaching with the team, is there anything else that you're currently pursuing or working on? Maybe it's a hobby, not say a hobby, something outside of basketball.
Yeah, understood. No, understood. Yes, understood. And I will tell you, you know, I think the best hobby and best thing what I have now out of the basketball and what I reached when it was, you know, quarantine, and we couldn't go to practice, we couldn't work, you know, the basketball. So it was my family and my kid.
Okay.
It's my hobby, you know. I found it, like he's now just 4 years old, but during the basketball, because for basketball I put a lot like I was how to say, maybe it's the right word. I was crazy about that. I was following, it was my dreams, it was my job, it's my hobby, it's my love, it's my passion, you know. Maybe that's why I would say that I'm pretty successful in that, because everything what I do, it's
Yeah.
in that part of sport, it's not for the money right now. Maybe later on when I will
Right.
be 50 years, 60-year old, I will follow money and I will be crazy, you know, for the last salary and something. But what I found, as I said, during basketball I forgot my family, but quarantine gave me a chance to get back, and you know, and to see how my kid is growing, how important it's for me, you know, seeing him and for him seeing me as now. So I would say like it's my main hobby now when I have day off or some hours off. So I'm coming back from city, I'm coaching to my family and spending time with them. And for sure, everything is like watching games, following coaches, following strategies, and but during season you don't have a lot of time, you know, because as I said, I'm right now as well responsible for all analyze of the opponents. So during day I have
Okay.
practices, during night I'm sitting on the computer, and that's my daily, you know. So I would say yes.
And how many, you know, I have to say, honestly, the COVID, I agree with you. That was one of my biggest things too. I was so just focused on, I don't know if you want to say making it, I guess. I love the game, with, from playing it, coaching, just the game as a whole. And so having my own business and really going, you know, across the water and doing all of these things, I was just so focused on that, yeah, you do have a wife and kids at home, and they're like, hey, you know, what about us? So the COVID, honestly, I looked at it as a blessing because it slowed me down as well to be like, hey, you know, let me spend time because we are on the go. I think people don't understand the sacrifices, even as coaches, that we have to give up just to help others. You know what I mean? And they're pursuing their dreams, but we sacrifice just as much, if not even more, than the players. You know what I mean? And so that's been very key. Yeah. I remember like we met probably what 3-4 years ago. I mean, every year we was in China. You know, that was just one trip. You know, I mean, just constantly there for 2 weeks. We had our season. It was just nonstop, just basketball. So this time has been a good time, you know, for me, just as a family man, as a businessman, just really to slow down and begin to reevaluate everything and really begin to get things in order, you know. But how many games do y'all play? Y'all normally play in the season over there?
How many games during season? Yeah, it depends. It depends in which level you are playing, in which level you are coaching, you know, and as well it depends how many friendly games you have. But it's, if I count all the tournaments that we had, like last year that we participate, because we have our cup, we have our league, we are participating in the Europe tournament, and we had pretty good preseason. So it's around 60 games, 70 games, something like that, you know. It's not that much like in
Wow,
NBA,
70 games.
counting with the
Yeah.
playoffs, but it's pretty close, pretty close.
No, that's what I was about to say. It's not that far off from the NBA if you're playing that many games. It's like, wow. So, like players, right? I know at a division, maybe Division One, maybe a little higher. So, what would your idea? Not say idea, tips for players that are sending you videos or sending coaches videos? One thing I heard you say that I like: most everybody wants to show them scoring, but what about defense? What about, you know what I mean? So,
Yes, definitely. I will repeat once again. Yeah, it's, first of all, it's very important. Don't put the songs with the voices and everything. Like, okay,
yes, okay.
like easy normal track. It's okay, you know, without vocal. Like it's very good when
Yes.
when they put videos, and for example, the commentator of the game or of the TV says his name, yes, it's okay. I agree. If this is cool,
Yes.
you have to put it. You know, that commentator, he knows you. It's very good. And then, but this is, you know, it's backup stage. And then the main things, yes, for sure. For me, it's very important that it's defense. That we show how they can defend, how they can defend man on man, how we react on the team defense, how they can box out, you know, rebounds. And after all, yes, it goes how you play one-on-one, first of all, how you handle, like, if depends what player you are looking, you know, if
Okay.
yeah, if you're looking for the guards or bigs, doesn't matter. You know, pick and roll situations for sure. It's key of basketball, and of that you create a lot. And in NBA, in Europe, in any league, they are following this. You know, and
Okay.
then for sure scoring. But you know, as he said, like for these highlights, even I can create my highlights, and probably then you will see, you will sign me because I am very good spot up shooter. You know.
Right.
Just give me ball and I will shoot freeze, you know. But yes, if you're sending, just don't forget to put defense, you know, how you defend, how you rebound, how you fight for position, and for sure after all it going one-on-one penetrations, two-on-two situations, and then still highlights is not everything. We will receive highlights. You are lucky if we will watch, because I can't tell you how many highlights I'm receiving during all year.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
it's I don't know from where they get my contacts, how they, you know, find me, but agents, players, even wives sending their men's videos. So if you got lucky and we watch your highlight, after that it still goes. There are some platforms where you can reach all the numbers, you know, percentage, how he is successful, if he played in college, in NCAA, you know, we get this all information and we can check the percentage. And after that, as I told you, starting personality info collecting for not having questions when he is arriving.
So it is a process. You know what I mean? I think players don't understand the process in which, you know, they think it's a simple, let me send you a highlight. I know I'm good and I'm going to get a job. And so just listening to you, it's like there's steps to this, you know. So wow.
Yeah, first of all, it's for sure success. Like I said, success, you know, get chance, and it's chance if we start looking these highlights, you know. It means that it means that some hook on you, it's already sticked if we watch highlights. Some why we started to watch, and after that it starts following everything, you know. And for sure, it's in higher level, it's very important agents. If you if you have strong agent that has value in Europe, you know, with the strong agencies, with the strong names. Because as well, so these agencies, they have under them head coaches. So if you have from same agents head coach, for sure for you it will be easier to get inside. But
okay.
So it's long.
Okay. So no.
Yeah. So it's long way. It's till you get here, but yeah. And you know that every year, I can't say millions, but thousands of students finishing schools, and we are not going to the NBA, and we all want to find jobs. So, but you know, teams, there is limited number of teams as well. It's not growing a lot. You know, sometimes maybe I would say that it's even some teams are how to say disappearing. Because of the budgets, because of situations, you know. I'm not talking about like the biggest clubs, but I'm talking like lowers. You know, it's not that easy as well to collect money and to do everything. So we have our space, you know. We have as well the rules of foreigners, how many we can have. For sure, like if it's local coach, for sure he wants to have more local players.
Right.
And you know, a lot thing depends how you get inside.
Okay. So I remember when you was head coach, you used to have the tryouts or the invite, or not say the invite, but the tryout. Is that something I'm sure maybe that'll happen next year? Is that something that you would recommend, like for players when there's coaches that may have tryouts like this, like that what you have, that they would attend those? Are those something?
Yeah. I forgot to mention. Yes, when I was in the lower division, I was organizing my free agents summer camp. So I was open. I was inviting, and last time when I organized from that camp, 3 or 4 players got signed. Not only with me, but as well with other teams. But right now as well, one new summer league started this year during the quarantine. And I think they will grow, and for sure, if there is a possibility for the players to arrive, if we have some financial situation that can allow them to come to show up, it's way easier. Because for sure, main clubs like big clubs, EuroLeague clubs, they have their scouts. They are going to US. They are attending summer camps in US, and they seeing live. It's for them, it's another story, you know. But like to get in the lower divisions, like in second divisions, that clubs doesn't have resource to put, you know, their guy on the US to search, to travel, and to look. They must arrive and to show up, and it will be like huge, how to say, bonus for them to get contract or to get seen, because when you see live, it's totally different. You can come, you can talk together, you know, you can see what he does on the court. And it's not highlights, but it's a real game. You know, you come on the court, you step on the court, you show up. And not only Lithuania organized, I know that as well. Spain has it, other countries for sure. We does it, and I think it's better than highlights for sure.
Okay.
And even from that, you can create highlights that you were in Europe. Yes. You show up, you know, and you play against the Europe players, and that you show better than them, because for sure for you to understand one thing as well, that like lower level teams, they expect a lot for foreigners. They expect them to be, because when they are paying money, you know, it's tickets, it's visa, it's accommodation, it's everything for that they are paying, and they expect from these players big things. They cannot be just bench player. If you arrive like in a smaller city, and if you're a bench player, coach will get fired and you will be kicked. But so that's why you try, you know, to bring. And you're looking in these positions. For example, if you cannot get local player like point guard or main big, it's main positions. It's point guard because it's main role on the court, you know, and for sure mobile bigs that can. Right now, we all know what is mobile big. They can spray it court. We can shoot from the distance. It's not only inside player.
Yes.
No, so yeah, summer leagues is an important thing.
Okay. That's, you know, saying that was my thought, I guess, when I started with my organization, was going on these tours and actually putting players in front of coaches like yourself, you know, and playing against players that, you know, your teams, and so you can actually not only the coaches but even the players, they get to evaluate where they're at. You know, can they play at this level? Do they understand the concept? And things like that, and you have seen some success from that model, being able to do that where players went off and play overseas. And so I think that's one of the important things, just, you know, as I'm talking to players, because that's one of the things I think a lot of players too, they're also trying to find the right places to go. Like when we talk about camps or leagues or tryouts, they're like, oh, I'm just going to go, you know, anyone that's advertising that it looks good, but not understanding doing their homework, you know, behind it, and saying, okay, you know, it may work, depending on if they really have scouts or coaches that's looking, or if they're just saying that they have, you know, I mean, I think that's one of the big things that I've noticed. Definitely. So yeah, I'm not gonna hold you too long. I like I said, you know, we're gonna definitely have more, because my another conversation because I had to put it on record. It's going to go out there. I haven't beaten you, so we're going to continue to keep up our relationship and talk. And one day we're ready to go live and let us go at it again and see. But I've always had, like I said, wanted to just personally thank you since I met you back in China. You've always just was welcoming to me and to the players and just showed us love and even to allow us to come to Lithuania. And you always supported us and supported me. And I wanted to say thank you. And of course, on my end, that's why I want to continue to support you as well. So hopefully we're going to figure out how to get you, to the U.S. I have to, once again, be on record and say your abilities and your knowledge of the game is definitely is needed, out here. And I'm sure the right program can benefit from you. Just what I've seen and watching from Division 2 to Division 1, just everything. Although you're young, you're younger than me, but so hopefully we don't have to wait until you get 50 years old or something like that to get you to the U.S. and get you here earlier, so we can actually see you in action. But man, if there is, I'm sure you probably don't want a ton of, like you said, highlights sent to you, people bothering you, things like that. So I'm not going to ask you to put your Instagram up or anything like that unless you want to, because I know you are a busy man, and I'm sure the coaches or players going to probably look at the video anyway and try to find you, and send you videos. But if you want to, please share any social media on how people can actually follow you, especially coaches or not coaches, but GMs, owners, people on this side in the U.S. and maybe other countries that are also looking for top coaches, how they can just keep up with you and follow you. What's the best way for them to do that?
In fact, I'm reachable and I'm using everything. I'm using Instagram, I'm using LinkedIn, I'm using Facebook, and Gmail and everything. So it's not that hard to reach me out, and still it doesn't matter. I'm getting all the letters, but I'm trying to read all of it, but not all the time. You are responding. It depends as well from whom you get it and then what you get it, and for that time, maybe sometimes it's good timing. For me, it was good timing when I started my career. I sit in the right place. The right guy came and invited me, and maybe on that time I'm looking for the player, and maybe you were on the right time, you send it, I saw it, and as I said, the hook is on your back, and then we start things, business. But anytime, as I said, I'm reachable, and anyone can contact me, and I will try to respond. Every time I'm trying to respond, even that I don't need something, I'm saying that we already do the full rooster, and maybe next time, because as well to be like quiet and not to respond, it's a kind of stupid thing. I'm trying to have as much relations as it's possible, because loans, relations, it help you for the future. Maybe not this day, but another day. And as well as it's very, very important thing, not only for players, for coaches, but as well for the agents, and for, in fact, in any daily situation. If someone fucked up you once, you won't get back to this person. I had as well some experience that I got some players, and then like agent was attacking me, and he's so good, he's flexible, he's good person, he's kind. Okay, and that time I needed, really, I don't know from where he got my contact, and that time I was looking for the player, and player came, and he couldn't handle situation that I am coach, and that I am his age, and he was like, come on, you have to respect me, not I have to respect you, I am higher than the team. I said, okay, thanks,
Oh, wow.
Let's shake hands and let's go on our ways, and yes, after that, for sure, he came to me, he started telling his life story, how good he is, how important for him it is. So come on, man, if it's for you important, you show from the first day.
Right.
And as well, then his agent started attacking as well. He's good. Why you did like that? Why you cut? Find him another place, and then so on. And we want this kind of contract, another contract. I know what kind of contracts are. Come on, I'm doing favor. You didn't find the right time for your player place, and
Right.
I'm giving opportunity for him. And don't push me. I've said this is conditions what he can offer, and don't put me your conditions, and don't start attacking that you did a great job or something like that. If he will be, he will get chance. If he will prove, you will earn next season huge money, not from me, from other clubs, but it will be a favor for me, favor for you, and favor for everyone. But if you are starting attacking me, so okay, thank you, and probably I'm not gonna pick up your phone next time for you.
Right.
But
Right.
that same agent, he's every year now trying to contact me, writing me, but once he messed up, thank you. And I have other friends, other agents whom I trust, or coaches like you that I trust. I trust your information, so I can work with that. But
Yeah.
then you, and still, I think it's same in your life. If someone messed up, you don't want to get back to this person, because if he messed up once, he will do it twice and third time.
Yes. No, I agree. I think people don't understand the importance of quality, like real, genuine relationships. You know what I mean? And I think that what it is I have a good friend of mine who has a saying, basically, which is the golden rule: treat others like you want to be treated. You know what I mean? So it's just that respect, and that's what I've always tried to do, even if for whatever reason, maybe I don't understand and I disagree, but it's not up to me, you know what I mean, to express some of these things. I think there's a certain way that you can have open lines of communication and be able to talk about things. You know what I mean? So I think that's the biggest part in trying to definitely, like for me, to teach players and get them to understand, and just people in general. And so it's not like I'm the man and I belong here and you owe me, but it's like I'm thankful for the opportunity. You know what I mean? So yeah, all right, Coach. I'm gonna go ahead and let you get back to your day. I know you got a lot of work to do. You got the season coming up, and I definitely will be in touch with you. And so I know now when I get highlights, I have to tell players, hey, if I'm gonna send it to my friend in Lithuania, this is what we need. This is just certain things that he's looking for. But yeah, definitely we're gonna be in touch, because I want to see how your season go. Once y'all get going and be able to highlight some of that, or be able to actually get some clicks and be able to show people sort of what it is, what it looks like at the higher level in Lithuania, that may be interested or things like that. But man, Coach, thank you for your time, and I would definitely be talking to you. We always talk offline as well, so I would definitely be in contact with you.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. Thanks for this interview. Not often I'm giving interviews, so it was like kind of talk with you, with an old friend, and hopefully I helped something. And any show, any opportunity is good, Yeah.
Yes, so I'm sure that's what I'm most likely set you up with a couple more interviews. Like I said, I'm gonna do my part on this side, like I said, to help you. I think more people that get to know who you are and actually see your resume, see your work, then that'll give more opportunities, because that's my hope, just being able to be a pipeline between countries where coaches, I can have, coaches and players from overseas come to the U.S. and vice versa. And so the best way is to build a platform that people can see and to know about one another. And so I'm sure I'll be calling you up to do interviews with other people that I may be working with, just to continue to help get the word out there about you and what's going on. But Coach, again, thank you. Like you said, reached out to you. It's just, we're going to have a whole conversation and catch up. I haven't been able to see you, since the pandemic. So this is the second best, best thing is that goes live on Zoom and try to make it happen.
Yes,
So
yes, definitely. And then as well, as I said, it was my pleasure to talk with you. I wish you success as well in the things you are doing, because I know that you're doing a lot job for everyone, for your players and for your organization. Definitely for me now. So it was really good, and I wish you
thank you.
success to reach everything what you want, to put me in the right place, to put players in the right place, and grow your wings as well.
Yes, my friend. So I would definitely be in touch with you once this gets edited and done. I would make sure that I let you know, and we'll put that out there. And I'm gonna make, like I said, you'll have some more calls for other interviews.
Okay,
So
okay, that's great.
thank you.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
All right, bye.